bet you've seen the Carvana app.
All right. Hey there, everybody. I say everybody. I'm not sure if anybody's here yet, so I'm just going to sit for a minute. But if there are people out there, my name's Hayes Carll, and I'm going to be playing some music here in my van in Nashville, Tennessee for the next 45 minutes or so. See how it goes. All right. Yeah, there we are. Okay. All right. I got a crimson dragon tattoo, and it burns on my arm like the truth. The red ink is on my skin, and it's in my soul too. I got a crimson dragon tattoo. And 21 silver dollars is what it cost, drawn by a fast left hand when I was lost. I did not choose a rose, a heart, or a cross. At 21 silver dollars is what it cost. And sometimes it whispers my name and tells me that life is just a game. Who the gods choose to destroy, or they first will drive insane. But sometimes it whispers my name. Got a crimson dragon tattoo, and it burns on my arm like the truth. The red ink is on my skin, and it's in my soul too. I got a crimson dragon tattoo. I got a crimson dragon tattoo. Hey there, everybody. Welcome to Jam in Your Van, my van, a van. My name's Hayes Carll. I'm coming to you from Nashville, Tennessee. I'm in my van for the first time in 3 months. I'm sweating my ass off because I can't run the air conditioning, because then you would drown out all this music. But anyway, it's great to be here. And yeah, this is the farthest I've traveled in 3 months. My house is right there; it's like 20 feet away. But this is an excursion for me. So anyway, it's good to get back out here and at least put this thing to use in some form or fashion. So I'm gonna, speaking of vehicles, I'm gonna do a song here that I wrote with my Canadian buddy Corb Lund. By the way, that last song was by Ray Wiley Hubbard. I'm going to play my own songs at some point, but I just felt like starting with that one. I'll do a song I wrote with Corb. This is it's for people who do a lot of traveling and have a high probability of getting pulled over, which I most certainly have for most of my adult life. I started out playing, touring in some shady looking vehicles with some shady looking company, and if we weren't getting robbed, we were getting pulled over pretty regular. But anyway, now these days I'm more respectable. It doesn't happen as much as it used to. But for those who are still in that zone of getting messed with, this is it's called Bible on the Dash. Two-night stand in Tulsa, pulling out and headed west. Brady grabbed the Gideons from the motel in the desk, and we said, "What's the matter, brother? Are you worried about your soul?" He said, "Better safe than sorry, boys. That's just how I roll." We hit the road, a feeling cool as Crosby, Stills, and Nash, overflowing with the Spirit and the Bible on the dash. Well, we pulled the whole thing over for the flashing red and blues. Police came to the window, we said, "Have you heard the news?" He said, "Don't get smart with me, boy. Why you doing 95? My foot is heavy with redemption. I'm just blessed to be alive." He said, "I ought to pull you out of there and beat you black and blue." I placed my hand upon the good book, said, "What would Jesus do?" It's better than insurance registration online. It's better than these fake IDs that keep on buying. Even better than an envelope stuffed with cash. They always said it saved me, that old Bible on the dash. Well, around these parts, that hair alone will make probable cause. If you're moving through my county, you'll obey my earthly laws. We did our best to quote some holy writ, chapter and verse. "What kind of music you boys making?" We said, "Christian music, sir." Well, he thought about it, contemplated, twirled his cop mustache. "All right, you boys, be careful now, just don't drive quite so fast. It's better than insurance registration online. Better than these fake IDs that keep on buying. Even better than an envelope stuffed with cash. They always said it saved me, that old Bible on the dash." Crossing at the border, a few months later we heard freeze. "Pull in over there, son, we're gonna do some search and seize. Maybe if we'd been more famous, they'd have said just move along. If they'd have seen us on the TV, and we'd had hit single songs. He's just about to ask us, where's the money, guns, and hash? I was hoping that it saved me, that old Bible on the dash." Well, his hand was on his pistol and his dog was on his leash, and that shepherd, he was keeping a pretty close eye on his sheep. We got a list we're gonna look at, see if we can't find your names. We got parabolic laser beams, here's everything you say. We got ultraviolet x-rays that can see right through your bus. Well, I guess we'll see if the good Lord's truly watching over us. It's better than a green card, better than lying, better than these work visas I have to keep buying. Even better than an envelope stuffed with cash. Lord, I'm at the border with the Bible on the dash. All right, Bible on the dash. Okay, everybody, I'm Hayes Carll here at Jam in the Van, jamming in my van in Nashville, Tennessee. It's hot. I'm gonna sweat a little bit. This is, and I've got the doors wide open, so if you hear a car come by or people just talking or noise or birds or whatever, I'm sorry. That's the best I can do. I'll melt if I don't have this open. But anyway, I hope you are doing well out there. I hope things sound all right through this contraption. I got a telephone line running from my kitchen through the yard, over the fence, out to the van. People are stepping over it, walking down the sidewalk. So anyway, thank y'all for tuning in here. It's great to be working with Jam in the Van again. But also, you may have noticed at the top of the page, I think it's at the top, today we're raising money for the Equal Justice Initiative, which is a really great cause, and I'm proud to be supporting it today. It's a nonprofit organization based out of Montgomery, Alabama. They provide legal representation to prisoners who may have been wrongly convicted of crimes, poor prisoners who don't have effective representation, and others who may have been denied a fair trial. And it guarantees the defense of anyone in Alabama in a death penalty case. So there's a lot of, I know times are hard right now for a lot of folks, and a lot of people have been very generous with their money for all sorts of things, all sorts of causes. But this is a great one. If you got any to spare, that's what we're aiming to do today, is get some money to help some folks out in that direction, dealing with justice issues. So, all right. Have a sip of my cocktail here. I don't think I can get in trouble for drinking and sitting in my van if I don't turn it on. All right, let's see. If y'all got any requests or anything you want to hear, just fire it out there. I can see some of the comments here, and if I know it and feel up for it, I might play it. You laughed and called me lucky for having you around. Then you stepped up to the bar and started swaying, and the boys all sang Ophelia as they drank another round. Oh, bye, 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 baby. The rain fell on the window as we watched the sailors dance, and you kissed my hand and said you were beside me. And I held on to the moment when I thought there was a chance. Oh, bye, 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 baby. Way out in the distance where the water fades to blue, you used to say tomorrow was a foolish thing to do. I thought I'd seen it all before, but nothing quite like you. Oh, bye, 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 baby. I'd read to you the letters that had blown in from the west, and we'd whisper of the dreams that we'd been saving. You said you'd have it all, nothing more, nothing less. Oh, bye, 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 baby. Now there's an emptiness standing at the door, just trying to take me back to the way I was before. I used to feel alone here, but it's not that way no more. Oh, bye, 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 baby. Now the drunks have turned to strangers, and the stars are out of tune, as I think about the one who might have saved me. And I know you're out there somewhere between the highway and the moon. Oh, bye, 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 baby. Oh, ba, 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 baby. All right. Okay, who we got here? Karen Fairby, thanks so much for your donation. That's very generous of you. The Weeping Willows. It's good to see you guys. Thank y'all for tuning in. I've been seeing y'all a lot at a lot of the shows. I appreciate it. Gus Fleener, Don't Let Me Fall. Okay, we might try that. I need to remember what key it's in. K-Mag Yo-Yo and Beaumont. Judy Cates, James Sweet. All right, cool. Well, y'all keep requesting. I'll see if I can get them in here. Thank y'all for being here. Again, one more time, I'm Hayes Carll, and we're listening to Jam in the Van. Last time I did this was down in Austin at South by Southwest with these guys. And they had a whole production truck and a van and with a recording studio in there, and I had my band. It was all high tech. Now it's just me and the door open so I don't melt, and my laptop and a cocktail. What am I drinking, you ask? Orange juice and rum. I haven't had a vacation in 3 months, like going anywhere. So, as I mentioned, I'm 40 feet outside of my front door. This is the farthest I've traveled in a while. So I thought I'd make myself a fruity drink so I can enjoy it. All right, let's see. All right, K-Mag Yo-Yo. James Sweet requested, and I'm gonna honor that request. Let's see. It goes like this. Well, my daddy joined the Air Force, said it was a good source. Things you love and money, but it only led to divorce. Ended up in Abilene, working at a Dairy Queen. Put me in the Army on the day that I turned 17. Here I am standing in the desert with a gun. Thought of going AWOL, but I'm too afraid to run. So I got myself a new plan, stealing from the Taliban. Make a little money, turning poppies into heroin. Sergeant didn't like it, so they put me in the hole. Said it's easy shooting when they don't know where to go. Threw me on a lily pad, sent me home to no rat. I knew I'd be in trouble, but I didn't think it'd be this bad. Well, a stranger wearing all black met me on the tarmac. I told him I was sorry, but I ain't ever going back. He said, you ain't in trouble, son. Learn to fight without a gun. A new assignment, now you're working for the Pentagon. Gonna take a trip, he wouldn't tell me what it's for. You gotta serve your country, gonna help us win the war. MIT, PhDs, 9 days, the test of me. Ain't what I was thinking, but I'm being all that I can be. I ain't no genius, but I knew it wasn't right. Uppers in the morning and the LSD at night. Send me off to deep space, help them win the arms race. Well, I'm the almighty, but this shit has got a funny taste. I think I hear a countdown 100 feet above the ground. Told me when I'm leaving, but nothing better coming down. Sitting on a bad dream, 1,000 tons of gasoline. Ain't leaving nothing but some rubble in my slipstream. Mama always said, be aiming for the moon. She never would've guessed I'd be passing by soon. How the hell they get here? Blasting through the atmosphere. Drop the rocket boosters and I'm shifting into high gear. Bowie on the system and a bottle on my knee. Armstrong, he got nothing on me. Hey yo, here we go, K-Mag Yo-Yo. Someone wanna get me, gotta come up where the sun don't go. I think I see a bright light, something about it ain't right. I lay down in a spaceship, I woke up in a firefight. I'm tripping from the morphine, I came down in a bad scene. God don't let me die here, I ain't even 19. Won't ever ask you Lord for anything again. I swear it on the Bible, the Torah, Quran. I'm lying in a rhino track, about to have a heart attack. IED got to me, someone called the medevac. I need some fixing after where it is I've been. Never gonna go and try and shoot a gun again. Stepping out the back door, gonna join the Peace Corps. Tell me I'm a hero now, someone else can fight this war. K-Mac Yo-Yo. That means kiss my ass, guys. You're on your own. Slow that one down a little bit so I don't have a heat stroke. It's almost summer here in Nashville, Tennessee, so got to take care of ourselves in all the ways. Let's see. What do we got here? Hayes, are you in the Silver Sprinter? Sounding good. Yes, I am in the Silver Sprinter. Are you familiar with it? If you would like it, it's for sale. This seems like a great opportunity to sell my van. Here on Jam in the Van. You too could be on Jam in the Van. You could be jamming in this very van. I'll give you a quick tour. Let's see. That's the front seat. Right behind me there is the board where we put important messages. And we got the refrigerator. And then back there's 4 bunks and a closet. And that's it. That's my ride. I've been in this thing for 6-7 years. I started out, for those of y'all who are at all interested, in a 1984 Cadillac Fleetwood. I used to cruise around in that to my shows. There was way more car than warranted for my career at that point. It was like 2 or 4 people at my shows, so it was kind of silly to ride up in this super pimp vehicle. And then I went on my first tour, and I bought a 1983 Chevy conversion van, which was maroon on the exterior and gold, and maroon and gold on the exterior, and then maroon on the interior. And it had like a wet bar. It had an 8-track player. It had a CB radio. It was incredible. But I learned the hard way: never buy a vehicle from a used car dealership in a beach town. Yeah, it's just a bad idea. Anyway, that van ended up having to get disposed of. Then I drove around in 2 minivans for years. I had one, and then a tree fell on it and crushed it, so I got another one. And nothing says rock star like rolling around in a Ford Windstar in your 30s. And then I had a Chevy 15 passenger for 6-7 years, which I sold to my buddy John Evans. And now I'm in this Mercedes Sprinter. I've been in this for 6-7 years. But I think I want to sell it and just start walking to the shows. All right, let's see. We'll go back to the top of the list here for requests. This is one I wrote with Daryl Scott. It's for all the singers out there, professional or just people who do it for fun, but the ones who music means something to them. If you're nobody's business or your front page news, or folk rock, country, or Delta blues, tell your truth however you choose, and do it all for the sake of the song. Yeah, hitchhiking, bus riding, rental cars, living rooms, coffee houses, rundown bars. 10,000 people all alone under the stars. It's all for the sake of the song. And there's the man who wrote your cheating heart. Now he's lying through his tooth, and he plays it on a stolen harp that's soaked in 100 proof. And as the one who might be happy, but for the writer's curse, she lost the crowd's attention by the 42nd verse. And it's a traveling salesman and the girl next door, from the empty room to the third encore. Less is less until more is more, and it's all for the sake of the song. was the son of some well-known, and his father bought the tour bus so he could strike out on his own. And there's the brooding contradiction. Yeah, he's holding Van Gogh's ear, and he's taped it to his guitar in the hope someone will hear. And it's black berets and nudie suits, the next big thing, oh, getting back to your roots. High tops, flannels, or duct tape boots, and it's all for the sake of the song. Yo! And there's the mystic, there's a legend, yeah, there's the best that's ever been. And there's the voice of a generation who won't pass this way again. And there's record deals and train seals and puppets on a string. And we're all just trying to figure out what makes the caged bird sing. It's lights, camera, on with the show. Lifetime to get ready, now go, cat, go. Where it all ends, nobody knows, but it's all for the sake of the song. So if you're nobody's business, or your front page news, folk, rock, country, old Delta blues, tell your truth however you choose, and do it all for the sake of the song. All right, for the sake of the song. Hey everybody, I'm Hayes Carll, hanging out in my van for Jam in the Van on the YouTube channel. Thank y'all for joining us. I really appreciate it. I'm in Nashville, Tennessee, and have been for 3 months. I haven't really left the house for a while. My tour, my last show was in Seattle, Washington on March 4th or something like that, and it was the first night of what was supposed to be a West Coast run with Anders Osborne, and ended up just canceling it and coming home, and been here ever since. But we've been doing live streams and shows, and it's been all right. Actually, I enjoy those things, and it's been nice to have a minute at home. But yeah, I'm going a little bit crazy. Anyway, but thank y'all for tuning in here. Today we're raising money for the Equal Justice Initiative, a wonderful cause that contributes legal defense to people who need it, either been wrongly accused or can't afford adequate representation. So I can't think of anything worse than being under the foot of the legal judicial system in this country, and not having a way to defend myself. That would be a David versus Goliath situation, and it happens to all too many people. So any contribution you can make today will go towards helping people have a voice. So let's see. Let me say hey to some folks, see who's here. James Sweet, hard out here would be awesome. All right, I might do that. Gus, hey Gus again. Naked Checkers, you like the old school. Cheers from the high desert. Sake of the song, everything of levers and levers. All right. Okay. All right. Well, it's been too long. I'm going to dehydrate. Cheers, everybody. Thank y'all for being here. Let's see. Alright, this was the first request, so I'll do it. I play it almost every show, but that's alright. I'll do this and then we'll find some more obscure stuff. I saw you leaning on a memory, with your back turned to the crowd, in that little bar on Murphy, where they play guitar too loud. There were people drinking whiskey, and there were hearts about to leave. It was cold as hell for Houston. It was almost New Year's Eve. All the way from Beaumont, with a white rose in my hand. I cannot wait forever, babe. I hope you'll understand. All the night was feeling lucky, so I asked you to dance. And the way you looked up at me made me think I had a chance. But when I put my arms around you, I knew you weren't giving in. And I hope it will be different if I pass this way again. All the way from Beaumont, with a white rose in my hand. I cannot wait forever, babe. I hope you'll understand. Well, I walked the road to get here with a guitar in a case, and I'd have stopped in Pasadena if I'd have known about this place. But you looked like forever where the water meets the shore. I've been thinking about you, baby. I can't do that anymore. I saw you leaning on a memory, with your back turned to the crowd, in that little bar on Murphy, where they play guitar too loud. There were people drinking whiskey, and there were hearts about to leave. It was cold as hell for Houston. It was almost New Year's Eve. All the way from Beaumont, with a white rose in my hand. I cannot wait forever, babe. I hope you'll understand. Yeah, all the way from Beaumont, with a white rose in my hand. I cannot wait forever, babe. I hope you'll understand. All right. That song's called Beaumont. Sort of inspired by a town in southeast Texas called Beaumont. Let's see. Are they forcing you to do this? No. Is that a question for me? No, nobody's forcing me to do anything. I'm here on my own volition. Happy to play with Jam in the Van and to raise some money for a great cause. And it looks like we're doing just that. It looks like we're at $750 or something like that, if I read that correctly. So good on you guys. That's awesome. All right, let's see. Well, it's some weird times out there. It already was. It already was. And then it was the beginning of the year, and then we had a pandemic happen. And now that almost seems secondary right now. There's a lot of turmoil going on, a lot of hurt out there, and a lot of discord. So I'll think if I've got any songs about unifying and being together, but in the meantime I'll just play one about strange times. This is called Times Like These. times like these, everyone could use a hand. Instead of standing around losing ground, fighting over the promised land. And it's so hard to tell if this is heaven or hell, and I can never measure by degrees. But it's sure getting warm around here in times like these. In times like these, do I really need a billionaire? Just taking up my time trying to tell me how he's treated unfair. Then I have to pay as the home of the brave gets divided into them and the we. Oh, I find I'm losing my mind in times like these. Yeah, they come and they go, they're here and they're not. Every day I'm getting better at losing something I haven't got. I just wanna do my labor, love my girl and help my neighbor while I keep a little hope for my dreams. But it's sure getting hard, brother, in times like these. Times like these, I wish someone was on my side. Instead of bringing it together, we're just widening the great divide. I hope and I pray at the end of the day that I can somehow get my troubles to ease. But I gotta say it's not looking good, not in times like these. Yeah, they come and they go, they're cold and they're hot. I'm just trying to keep the world from turning me to something I'm not. And I'm gonna try to run till the whole thing's done, and I just hope I don't end up on my knees. But it's sure getting hard to stand up in times like these. I just wanna do my labor, love my girl and help my neighbor while I keep it on my joie de vivre. But it's sure getting hard, brother, in times like these. I could use just a little bit of help in times like these. Yes, I could. We all could use a little help in times like these. All right, everybody. I hope y'all are doing well. My name's Hayes Carll, coming to you from my van here in Nashville, Tennessee, where it's been sitting for the last 3 months. That's all right. I spent the last 25 years playing music on the road. I'm exaggerating. I don't know why I said 25 years. I spent the last 21 years playing music in the last 20 or so, 19, 20 or so, traveling around the country, around the world, doing it. And I used to go real hard, like 250 nights a year, maybe sometimes more. And now not as much. But either way, it's been kind of it's been interesting, and there's been some upside to just being able to stay in one place for the first time in my adult life. So a lot of negative things about everything that's going on, but that's been one positive thing for me. So anyway, but thank y'all for tuning in to Jam in the Van. I hope y'all are doing okay. Hope you're safe and sound, and with friends or loved ones. How much for the Sprinter? I'll DM you. I DM'd you. All right. Well, we'll talk numbers over the DM. Very reasonable, though. The Sprinter's for sale, I mentioned earlier, in case you're wondering what I'm talking about. And the beautiful thing about this is, not only is it a van that can travel, and you got a refrigerator and 4 bunks and all that, but if I ever get kicked out of the house, I can just come out here, plug it in to an outlet, and just stay here for a while. So, or if the apocalypse comes, just get in here and drive around, and it's kind of self-contained. So, yeah. All right, let's see. What other requests we got here? All right. Okay, I see one here. I'm going to do this. It's a Tom Waits song. that I put on my third record, and I think the Ramones did it first covered it. I mean, Tom Waits did it first, but then the Ramones, and then yours truly. Just gonna tune up real quick. I owe that to you for tuning in. Can y'all hear the birds? I don't know if you can catch that or not on this microphone. I got my door open on my van and just watching people go by. All right. Sorry. Jeez, that sounds terrible. Alright, almost there. Oh, that's why. That's why it sounds so bad. Alright. I'm sorry, that just sounds awful. Alright, well, while I'm continue to tune up and try not to run all y'all off, check out, I recommend checking out the Equal Justice Initiative and seeing what they do. It's some really amazing work. And I'm really honored to be able to be a part of this whole thing with Jam in the Van, raising money for them. Trying to raise money for a lot of different things, music cares, some small businesses, bartenders, waiters, my band and crew. But right now, the Social Justice, Equal Justice Initiative seems about as appropriate and important of a cause as I could think of. This is all going to be worth it once I get this tuned up. Alright, here we go. Well, when I'm lying in my bed at night, I don't want to grow up. Yeah, nothing ever seems to turn out right, and I don't want to grow up. How do you move in a world of fog that's always changing things? It makes me wish that I could be a dog. Well, when I see the price you pay, I don't want to grow up. And I don't ever want to be that way, and I don't want to grow up. Seem like folks turn into things that they'd never want. The only thing to live for is today. I'm gonna put a hole in my TV set, and I don't wanna grow up. Yeah, gonna open up the medicine chest, and I don't wanna grow up. I don't wanna have to shout it out. I don't want my hair to fall out. I don't wanna be filled with doubt. I don't wanna be a good Boy Scout. I don't wanna have to learn to count. I don't wanna have the biggest amount. I don't wanna grow up. My parents fight, I don't wanna grow up. Yeah, they all go out drinking all night, and I don't wanna grow up. I'd rather stay here in my room, nothing out there but sad and gloom. I don't wanna live in a big old tomb on Crest Street. Ah, when I see the 5 o'clock news, I don't wanna grow up. Yeah, they comb their hair in the shade. stick around the old hometown. I don't wanna put no money down. I don't wanna get in a big old loan. Work them fingers to the bone. I don't wanna learn to float a broom. Fall in love, get married and boom. How the hell I get here so soon? I don't wanna grow up. Nope. Great Tom Waits. I don't want to grow up. All right. Let's see. Okay, gotta check my fluids, make sure everything's all right. Well, where are y'all in the world? Let me know. Let me know what's up. You coming to me from Montana or Washington or Texas or Tennessee or Hawaii? I want to know somebody from Hawaii. I need a Hawaiian friend that invites me to come visit. This is my new priority. I've been to every state in the country except Hawaii. I've been to 20 plus countries. Never been to Hawaii, but it looks nice. There you go. Now we're talking. Raleigh, Austin, Boston, Cocoa, Florida, Kabul, Mo, San Francisco, Fort Worth, New York City, Gilroy, California, Mexico, Winnipeg, Fort Worth, San Antonio, Virginia Beach, Boise, Michigan, North Carolina, Denver, Utah. All right. All over. We got a good cross section of America here. She wild as Rome. She likes to lie naked and be gazed upon. She crosses her breast and sets it on fire. Lands like a bird on a telephone wire. Wine bottles scattered like last night's clothes. Cigarettes, papers, and dominoes. They last for a minute by the shape I'm in. She says you be the center, honey, I be the sand. I'm gonna holler, I'm gonna scream, I'm gonna get me some mescaline. She brings me roses and a place to lean. Drunken poet's dream. Now there's some money on the table and a pistol on the floor. A few paperback books of Louis L'Amour. Sorry, a bird just flew in my thing. Good Lord. I gotta show you all this. I don't know if you can see. He's right up there in the dash. Now he's just sitting there. I hope he can get out. I don't want to get the bird flu. Wherever I go, there's always stuff like this. Doesn't matter if I'm playing Carnegie Hall or I'm in my driveway. There's always Those little things. There's some money on the table and a pistol on the floor. A few paperback books of Louis L'Amour. She says, honey, don't you worry about Judgment Day. I always dying to get to heaven, that just ain't our way. I'm gonna holler and I'm gonna scream. I'm gonna get me some mescaline. She bringing me roses and gasoline. A drunken poet's dream. And all my life I laid around while the colors all turned blue. Well, I closed my eyes and finally found it brought me back to you. I got a woman, she's wild as wrong. She likes to lie naked and be gazed upon. Yeah, she crosses her breast and sets it on fire. Lands like a bird on a telephone wire. I'm gonna holler, I'm gonna scream, I'm gonna get me some mescaline. She brings me roses and a place to live. A drunken poet's dream. Good Lord. Security. Can y'all hear it? Y'all, you gotta be able to hear that. It's just like, oh, poor guy. He's still right there. Hold on. I gotta do something. I can't just sit here with, he's like looking out the window and can't figure out why he can't get out. All right, y'all hang tight. We got a few more songs. Hey, Austin. I got a bird. Will you open that door? I got a bird in the car, man. I'm on the air, but I don't know how to get him out. Hang tight. Come on, guys. It keeps going. There's feathers flying everywhere. Okay, well, I got my guy Austin on the case. Anyway. All right, everybody, I'm Hayes Carll. Coming to you live from my van in Nashville, Tennessee, right outside my house. The wheels aren't turning, but we're making some music. And, yeah, it feels good to be just doing something. Oh, the poor little guy. There you go. Woo! Free! Thank you, Austin.
Yeah, man. I'll see you tomorrow.
Okay, take care. Okay, the bird is out. Let's like a bird on a wire, like a drunk in a midnight choir. I've tried in my way to be free. Saying don't worry about a thing, every little thing. That's too high. Saying don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing's gonna be alright now. Woke up this morning, smile with the rising sun. 3 little birds upon my doorstep. They're singing sweet songs of melodies pure and true. They're singing, this is my message to you. Singing, don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing's gonna be alright. Let's see. can't do Freebird. It's been too many years. Too many years. I can't remember the chords. But thank you for those requests. You're right. It is the one time where the Freebird request is appropriate. Anyway. All right. Where were we? Let's pick another song and get on with this thing. Man, we're really raising a lot of money here for the Equal Justice Initiative. This makes me so happy. We're over $1,000 now. Y'all keep on contributing if you can. Like I said, I know times are hard, but however tough we got it, somebody wrongfully imprisoned has it tougher. So, yeah, thank you for your support and contributions, and thank you for being here. We're just tuning in. This is a lot more fun. I tell people all the time when I'm doing live shows. I say I would do this every night whether anybody showed up or not. But it's a lot more fun when people show up. It's just awkward and weird when nobody's here. It's just not quite the same. So let's see. I saw somebody was from Little Rock. So I'm gonna play them a song here. This is I went to school just north of Little Rock in a town called Conway, and I used to make that drive from Houston to Little Rock all the time, about 8 hours in a car with no AC, just chain smoking and singing to the radio. So. Well, I wake up in the morning, long and lean, stopping at the corner, cigarettes and gasoline, pulling down Main Street, shifting through the gears, rolling up that highway they've been working on for years. One eye on the sunrise, one eye on the clock. Come tomorrow morning, Lord, I'm gonna make it down to Little Rock. Yeah, I searched through LA County, the valleys and the stars, the Rio to the bow, on them honky-tonks and bars. I felt you in Seattle, driving through the rain, ran through New York City, just a calling out your name. After all these years of searching, I finally found my spot. But one way or another, Lord, I'm gonna make it down to Little Rock. And all my life I tried to find a piece of this earth for my peace of mind. All these years of searching let my troubles disappear. Or maybe find a place where we can sit and drink a beer. Have a pack in 7 hours, put up on the shelf, singing to the radio and talking to myself, screaming through the forest, magic on my soul. 90 miles an hour on the cruise control. I'm blowing by the truckers, the grandmas and the cops. But what's your hurry, son? Was just that I'm on my way to Little Rock. Well, now, baby, get ready. Trouble's on his way. Only thinking about you every night and every day. Tell all your other lovers, forget about the past. Ain't even gonna worry, cause this time it's gonna last. I'm coming round the corner, ain't even gonna knock. Hey, pretty baby, here comes your daddy down a Little Rock. Hey, Little Rock. All right, Little Rock. Okay, well, my time's getting close up, but some of it got eaten up by that bird, having to deal with him. So I'm gonna give myself the liberty of a few extra minutes. Do a couple more songs. Yeah, hi Lily. Yeah, I did do Drunken Poet stream already. East Texas, listening and loving it. All right. I've always liked your music, but tonight I fell in love with you. You're a great dude. Oh, well, thank you. I'm not sure what I did to be a great dude, but I appreciate that. Hello from Galveston. Hey, Galveston. Miss you guys. Okay, well, let's see. Let's have another sip and think about what we're going to do. If y'all are digging this, or if you're familiar with me or not familiar with me, I have a show every Tuesday called Alone Together Tuesdays. It's on YouTube, Facebook, I'm gonna try and do it on Instagram, all that stuff. So it's usually at 6 o'clock. If you want to catch that, we took it off yesterday, but we'll start it back up again next Tuesday. So hopefully see y'all there. Come say hey to us. All right, I've seen this request a couple times. It's weirdly seasonally inappropriate, but I'm gonna do it anyway. This is a Christmas song. I'm sweating my ass off here in the van, but we'll play it and see what happens. Well, we'd all head to Waco for the birth of our Lord. My folks and my brother in an 82 Ford. We'd pull in the driveway filled up with cars, old aunts and old uncles. Lord, I see stars. Then we'd run to the kitchen, you know, kids and their games, play fetch with old Buster, call each other names. Aunt Betty'd be singing while supper was cooking. We'd unwrap the gifts, no one was looking. And let's all gather around. Grandpa'll say the blessing. Aunt Jane, she fell asleep. Mary Kay, she burned the dressing. But we got all of our friends and family here, and I'm grateful for Christmas this year. This year we're in Houston, let's all get together. Man, I almost saw snow, can you believe this weather? Who's gonna be here? Uncle Frank can't make it. And since Pawpaw died, I don't know if Nana can take it. But this present's a sweater, and the pie don't taste right, and Dad and the TV are starting to fight. I wish I had a drink, or maybe a dozen. Lord, what I'd give for one good-looking cousin. And let's all gather around. Dad, you say the blessing. Aunt Jane, she fell asleep. Mary Kay, she burned the dressing. But we got all of our friends and family here, and I'm grateful for Christmas this year. Hey Mom, how you doing? Yeah, I miss him too. Nah, the Christmas lights don't make your hair look blue. The cousins ain't coming, John's overseas, and my wife had somewhere she needed to be. But the ladies from the church said they might stop by, and I brought you this picture. Oh, Mama, don't cry. Let's play cards and talk on the past. I love you too. I know it goes too fast. Let's all gather around. I guess I'll say the blessing. Aunt Jane, she fell asleep. Mary Kay forgot the dressing. But we got all of our friends and family here, and I'm grateful for Christmas this year. Yeah, I'm grateful for Christmas this year. Christmas in June. Wow. It's one of those years where it's like I have no idea where I am. What it's when you don't leave the house for 3 months, that's just kind of how it goes. I spent January in Florida, so that was through me. I had no idea it was winter time. Anyway. All right, everybody. Thank y'all so much for being here. Again, I'm Hayes Carll. This is Jam in the Van. I appreciate them having me. And the goal tonight was to raise some money for the Equal Justice Initiative. And I see some folks have been incredibly generous. Anonymous just donated $400. That's amazing. That really is can change lives or give some people back their lives potentially. So good on y'all. Thank you for being here and for being a part of this. And I'd play all night if I could, but I can't because dinner's ready. I gotta go eat. Mom's calling. But anyway, trying to think what to wrap this up with. Arkansas, my head hurts. Yeah, I'd love to stick around and maybe make it worse. But I've got a girl out in Henrietta, and her love is like tornado weather. It's girls like her that keep me trying. She goes off like an air raid siren. Come in clean, leave torn apart, with a bad liver and a broken heart, with a bad liver and a broken Indian summer, Oklahoma sunset. If there's a nicer place, I haven't been there yet. I'm standing outside of the blue door. I'm too tired for sleep and too drunk for more. And it's nights like these that keep me trying. A woman always knows when a man is lying. It ain't me, I'm just playing the part, with a bad liver and a broken heart, with a bad liver and a broken I'm gonna get old before I'm any good at this. Who's the president and what year is this? Doesn't anybody speak about truth anymore? Maybe that's what songs are for. It's like these, and I'm on fire. In this line of work, no one retires. Come in clean, leave torn apart, with a bad liver and a broken heart, with a bad liver and a broken heart, with a bad liver and a broken heart, with a bad liver and a broken. All right, everybody. I hope you are safe and sane wherever you are. These are hard times, but I believe that we're all good at heart, and if we can come together and be empathetic and think about what other people are going through, it makes us better people, and that will make us a better country and a better species, and that's what I'd like to see. So I love y'all. Thank y'all so much for hanging out with us. Thanks for your contributions for the Equal Justice Initiative. It's really doing amazing work, and yeah, let's get through all this together. These are hard times, but there's a brighter future ahead. So that's all I got. All right, y'all take care. Thanks to Jam in the Van. Thank y'all. Adios.